Welcome to Standard 5th EVS1 classes online. This is your second video on lesson number 10, Getting to Know India. Come to your textbook page number 46. We have learned about the physical setup of India with the help of the map and the questions given with it. So we had done two maps. We have learned about the rivers, mountains, plateaus and various other things on the basis of those maps previously. Our country comprises of various rivers, mountains, plateaus, plains, islands, etc. The Indian subcontinent is surrounded by water on three sides and tapers towards the south. So we have spoken about the water bodies on the three sides: the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. When you go down south, the Indian map seems to be tapering. Okay, it becomes thin or it narrows down. Okay. This part is called the Indian Peninsula. Our northern border is defined by the lofty Himalaya ranges. The Himalayan range is where it's in the north. Our country has forests, plains, and deserts. The expanse of our country is large. The height above sea level varies and goes up even beyond 8,000 meters. Therefore, the weather conditions change from region to region. This gives rise to a wide variety of plants, animals, and birds. There's a lot of biodiversity. Similarly, there is also a difference in the crops cultivated depending upon the rainfall and the climatic conditions. Okay. Wheat is a primary crop in the north, rice is a primary crop in the south and along the coast. Jowar is produced on a large scale in central India, like the Madhya Pradesh. This diversity has a significant effect on our lifestyle, customs, traditions, and culture. What does this mean? You've seen that idlis, which are made out of rice, are very famous down south because rice is grown in a larger quantity there. Okay. So, depending upon the crop which is grown in an area, the primary crop of a particular area, that crop will have some of its delicacies, or there are lifestyles or customs and traditions attached to that food grain. People of many different castes, tribes and religions live in our country. Many different languages are spoken. We also see differences in food, clothing and festivals and celebrations in the different regions. So we all know about this. Yes or no? India is a cultural place. It has many different castes, many different religions, and people speak different languages everywhere. Food is different, the style of clothing is different. Yes. Let's move on to the next page. These are a few diagrams which are given on page number 46. The first one is a mountainous region. The second one is forest region. Third one is plains. Okay. Next, desert region and marshy region. Take a look at this map. Now this is a political map of India. Okay. Again, you know the directions now. I hope you're quite familiar with the directions, which is east, west, north and south. Now, you also need to see the index. What does the index talk about? It is speaking about the international boundary, the state boundary, the national capital, state capital and capital of the union territories. Okay. This area over here is your index. Okay. Now, just below the map on page number 47 of your textbooks, there are a few questions that you have to answer. Okay. And it is sort of an activity. So let us take a look at the first question which is given. The first question states, find our state. Color it with your favorite color and write the name of its capital. Now, which is our state? Everyone knows that we stay in Maharashtra, correct? So you're going to find the state Maharashtra, which is here. I have enlarged it for you. Can you all see this state of Maharashtra? Okay. Now, this state you're going to color with your favorite color and write the name of its capital. What is the capital of Maharashtra, by the way? How is it shown? You all have seen in the index. It is shown by a black dot. Okay, circular black dot. So the capital becomes Mumbai. The capital of Maharashtra is Mumbai. Okay. Let us move on to the next question. Which is the northernmost state? Which is the northernmost state? Y'all, everybody knows it's very, very famous. What is very, very famous? Which state towards the north? It is Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, which is over here. Okay, next. Which is the southernmost state? Which is the southernmost state, children? It is Kerala or Tamil Nadu, which is down here. Okay, so southernmost state. Fourth question. What is the fourth question? Color the states to the northeast in different colors and write their names and the names of their capitals. So which are the northeastern states? These states over here are all northeastern states. So starting from, let me enlarge the picture for you initially. Starting from Arunachal Pradesh, okay, then there is Assam, there is Meghalaya, there is Tripura, Manipur, and there is Mizoram. Okay, again, you know how to spot the state capitals now. The circular black dots are all the capitals, and you're going to color the states with different colors. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Color the largest state in yellow and circle its capital. Now take a look at the map again. Which is the largest state that you can see, children? Which state is largest according to you? Take a look at the map properly. Which state has the largest blank area? The blank, where do you see the paper is very, very blank? In which state? Take a look at the center. So there's Uttar Pradesh, then there's Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. Compare all of these four. What is your conclusion? I feel everybody has spotted by now that Rajasthan is the largest state. Okay. And what is the capital of Rajasthan? It's Jaipur. So now you're going to color the state in yellow, okay, and circle its capital. Easy? Okay. What do the names in red letters show? Where are the red letters? In the entire map, where do you see the red letters? Which are the places? Quickly now. So you see, you remember Andaman Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep. So these are the places that are in red. These are the places that are in red. Yes or no? So these are what? What are they called? These are the union territories. See, you see here Puducherry. Yes or no? Diu Daman. All these become the union territories. Clear for now to everyone? Okay. We are done answering the questions which are given below this map, which was on page number 47. Now let's move on to page number 48. India is a democratic republic. Okay. The capital of India is New Delhi. Considering the area, Rajasthan is the largest state in India. That we've already found out. It is followed by Madhya Pradesh, and then Maharashtra is in the third place. So which is the largest state in India? It is Rajasthan, followed by Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Our state is at the third rank. Okay. Goa is the state with the smallest area. Which is the smallest state according to the area? It is Goa. Now, use your brain power. Which is the state next to us which was formed in 2014? So this was in the news, and the name of the state is Telangana. Okay. So I'll just give you the spelling. Let me spell it for you. It's Telangana. It is the Telangana state. Next question. How many states are there in India? So there are 29 states in India. Clear? Okay. In which state is the Great Indian Desert mainly located? Which is a desert area in India? Everyone knows it is Rajasthan. So the Great Indian Desert is located mainly in Rajasthan. Okay. let's move on to the next slide. This is for your homework. Every one of you is going to select one state. Say for example, somebody wants to select say Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so use the following points to collect information about the state. So you're going to, there are two things that you're going to focus on: social and cultural features and geographical features. Now social and cultural features will depend upon the language, the festivals, the clothing, the type of clothes that they wear, the dance forms. Okay, and the geographical features that you're going to consider when you're writing the information is landforms, water bodies, and forest, if any. Okay, so likewise you can select any state that you want. It can be Rajasthan, Maharashtra, you can go to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, any state that you want, but you're going to write information depending upon these two features: social, cultural, and geographical. This is for your homework. Okay, we'll move on to the next slide. Do you know, this is given on page number 48. Now apart from the Indian mainland, which is the mainland, the entire map that you saw, okay, several groups of islands are also included in the Indian territory. And what are those islands? The Lakshadweep, Andaman Nicobar, and the coastal islands near the Indian mainland. So we have seen these in the map. Okay, now all these islands have strategic locations from the defense point of view. What is the defense point of view? In case if there is any attack on India, these are the strategic locations that are going to save us from such attacks. Okay, long ago forts were built on some of these islands off the coast of Maharashtra to safeguard the coast, to safeguard the coastal areas, to safeguard the seaways. Okay, these historical forts are known as sea forts. We can see several such forts along the Konkan coast. The example of one of them is a very famous one, which is in Alibag, and the name of the fort is Janjira. Okay, the image of that is given on page number 48 at the end of the page. Okay, we'll be moving on to the next slide, where we will study another map now. Now this is interesting. You're going to take a look at the index, which shows the international boundary, the state boundary, the national capital, important places, highways, airways, waterways. Okay, so there are different routes that are shown on this map. Another thing, there are a few crops that are grown in specific areas, and those are denoted by a picture. Now this is your index. Okay, let me enlarge it for you. Can you see this? Right next to your index is this picture here, which is the different crops that are grown in different areas. So coffee denoted by a brown dot, a mango, saffron, cloves, onion, apple, tea, and orange. So you're going to spot all of these in the map. Okay, quickly everybody is going to start plotting them on the map. You'll try to see where all you see these images, so that you know which state it is grown in for now. Okay, apples you can see in the north, right? You can see coffee down south in Kerala. You can see mangoes in Maharashtra. No, you can see oranges in Maharashtra. You can see mangoes in Goa. Okay, similarly you can see the tea leaves, okay, which are shown in Sikkim and Assam. Correct? Then there is saffron, which is shown in Jammu and Kashmir in the north. Likewise, onions, which are shown near Nashik. Cloves, which are shown down south in Kerala. So these are the different crops that are shown on this map. Now, the questions are easy, not that hard. You must have played games of finding routes to a specific exit in the newspapers. So likewise, what we are going to do is we are going to trace a route to bring these things to Maharashtra or any other state possible. Okay, so now you know the different routes that are given, okay, in black, green, or whatever color. So you're going to find a route in whichever question it is asking you to do so. Now study the map given carefully, and this map shows some of the crops and transport routes in India. So this map is a transport routes map which is showing the agricultural products. Okay, concentrate on this part here. Now let's move on to the first question, which is given on page number 49. From where will we obtain saffron and trace the most convenient route? Now, you all have seen where is saffron. Everybody has seen where is saffron. Clearly, saffron is in the north. Can everyone see this area here? This is saffron. Okay. Now, to bring saffron from Jammu and Kashmir to Maharashtra, you have to trace the most convenient route. How are you going to do that? So now, again, I'll just zoom out. Now, starting from Jammu and Kashmir, where is Maharashtra? Everyone knows where is Maharashtra. See, Maharashtra is over here. Okay, this is Maharashtra. This area here is Maharashtra. Now, to bring this thing, which is the saffron, to Maharashtra, you have to follow one route. So, what is that route going to be, children? In your map, please trace the first thing. Okay, Jammu and Kashmir. The route will be from Srinagar. Do you see that red dot? Srinagar. Starting from there, okay, you'll move on down to Chandigarh. Okay, from Srinagar, you will move down to Chandigarh. Coming down further, you'll come and you will reach New Delhi. After which comes Gujarat and then comes Maharashtra. Okay, so the map is going to be followed from Srinagar to Chandigarh. Where is Chandigarh? This is Chandigarh. Okay, from Chandigarh we go down to New Delhi. From New Delhi we move down further and move on to Gujarat. Rather, that's not needed. You just follow the orange line. What you do is, when you follow the orange line via Madhya Pradesh, you reach Maharashtra. So this is the route. Okay, you could find any other routes. There are many other routes. So we are trying to find the most convenient one, the easiest one, the shortest one. Okay, whatever appears to your eyes right now. Next, in which states is tea grown? Which are the states where tea is grown? It's grown here in Assam and Sikkim. Correct? In the northeast. Right? Next, find the route taken to bring cloves into a state and trace it. Now, where are cloves grown? Like we already discussed, it is grown in Kerala. Now, bringing the cloves from Kerala to Maharashtra, you have to trace the route. So, from Kerala, which is here, you can move up to Karnataka. Just follow the black route here. See this one. Okay, this route you move to Kerala. Through Kerala, move to Karnataka. From there, you move to Goa, which is over here. Okay, moving on from Goa, you go further into Maharashtra. You move on further in Maharashtra. Okay, now next question, please. Let's do the next question, children. Find the states in which apples are grown. So we have already found that, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. Circle their names. So this is very easy for you to do. Just do it on your own. Let's move on to the next question, which is question number 5. Find the route to deliver oranges from Nagpur to Bikaner and trace it. Now Bikaner is the capital of Rajasthan. Okay, where is Bikaner? Where is Rajasthan? Can you see the capital of Rajasthan is Bikaner over here? Now, you have to bring the oranges from Nagpur to Bikaner. Now, where is Nagpur? It is in Maharashtra. You can see the oranges. Yes, everyone can see this. From here, you have to carry the oranges or transport the oranges to Rajasthan. So how are you going to do it? Try and find the route on your own. Let me see how many of y'all can do it. Please use your brains. It's very easy, not that difficult. Just follow one single route. So from Nagpur, you will enter one other state. So from Maharashtra, you enter Madhya Pradesh, and from there you move on to Rajasthan. And how are you going to do that? So now just follow this route. From one second. See this orange route over here. Starting from Nagpur, this orange route you follow, you move to Madhya Pradesh. From Madhya Pradesh, you move to Rajasthan over here. Okay, just follow the orange route which starts from here. Okay, and you keep going up. This is the route. Find a route to deliver coffee and mangoes to West Bengal and trace it. Now coffee is denoted by the brown dots, which is in Kerala. So the coffee, you need to get it transported to West Bengal, and you're going to trace the route. So let us enlarge the map again. Follow the black route which starts from Kerala. From Kerala, this black route enters into Chennai, this area. Okay, Chennai over here. And from Chennai, you move to Andhra Pradesh. This green route, okay, you reach Andhra Pradesh. And from there, further, you reach Odisha. Okay, this area. Following the green route again. And then there is West Bengal or Kolkata. Understood? Similarly, you have to find a route for mangoes to be delivered to West Bengal. Again, find a convenient route for you all. Starting from Nagpur. Now from Nagpur, you move on to the closest state which is leading you towards West Bengal. Where is Nagpur? Nagpur is here. So moving on from Nagpur, you cross Chhattisgarh, which is over here, following the black line, which is the national highway. Okay, this black line is the national highway. So moving through Chhattisgarh, Odisha, you reach West Bengal. Okay, follow the black route, which is the national highway. So this was just an activity based lesson basically, and all practical for you to do and understand. Okay, now the last question that you have to answer: how will you send onions from Maharashtra to Arunachal Pradesh? Where are onions shown? They are shown in Maharashtra near Nashik. So now you have to transport them to, or you have to send them to Arunachal Pradesh. Now where's Arunachal Pradesh, children? Arunachal Pradesh is in the which side? Northeast side. We have seen Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Mizoram. So Arunachal Pradesh is one big state towards the northeast. So carrying from one end to the other is going to be a long route. So starting from Nashik. Okay, starting from Nashik, just follow the national highway from Nashik. Follow this black line. Let me make it a little smaller. Nashik, you move on to Nagpur over here. From Nagpur, you move on to Chhattisgarh. Okay, like we took the route to West Bengal, correct? From there, you move further to Chhattisgarh. Okay, from Chhattisgarh, you move on to Odisha. From Odisha, you move on to West Bengal, the Black National Highway. From there on, you move to Assam. So where is Assam? After West Bengal, again follow the black route which leads you to Assam through here. Okay, you reach Assam, and then eventually, again following the national highway, you will reach Arunachal Pradesh, which is over here. Correct? Simple for you all to do, it is not difficult. Okay, basic what you should know in this lesson is you need to read the index. You need to know how to read the index and how to apply the index to a map. Okay, like these images were given, there are a few lines, colorful different lines, dotted lines. All these lines are depicting different things. So this lesson is basically teaching you to read a map. Okay, let's move on to the last page of your textbook, page number 50. We have come to the end of this lesson. Always remember, there's a diversity of plants, animals, and birds in our country. We can easily see this in forested regions. We must preserve this diversity. What we have learned, we studied India with the help of maps. We studied the landforms and water bodies in India. Through activities, we obtained information about the various languages, clothes, festivals, and other features of India, which of course is given for you to do for homework. Okay, and we identified some crops and transport routes in India. I hope everyone has understood the lesson. It's not very difficult, it's just practical, so you need to use your brains. Okay, thank you, children. Have a nice day.